in a field full of trees. I am 9 out of 12 children, and we always have fun pulling pranks on each other, but when it's all over, we laugh about it. In the morning, on a hot summer day while our parents were at work, I was just getting up and my brothers were in the shower. I was feeling devious and I got icy hot and put it in my brother's underwear while they were in the shower. And then I went into the living room and hid and waited for them to finish showering. When my brothers got out of the shower, it took time for them to feel the ice hot on their skin. And when they finally felt it, they started to scream and ran back into the bathroom to get it off. When it finally stopped burning, they came into the living room yelling, "Who put stuff in my underwear?" After nobody said anything, they told us not to worry about it and that they would find out who did it later. So later on that day, we sat down and watched SpongeBob SquarePants, and my sister Dominique went into the kitchen and we heard a loud noise. And all of us went into the kitchen to see my sister on the floor in front of the refrigerator. We helped her off the floor and she started to scream about someone putting something on the floor in front of the refrigerator causing her to slip. But we kept insisting that no one put anything on the floor and it was just an accident. But she was still pissed and walked away. It was a hot day and we was bored staying in the house, so we went outside to get in the pool. We went into the backyard and got in the pool. It was just a mid-level pool, so while the water came to the waist or neck of some of us, it went over my head and I could only think that I was standing under moving trees. My sisters Crystal and Felicia let me hold onto their shoulders and then something fell in the water. Looking around, we saw 3 or 4 light brown snakes in the pool. Forgetting I was holding onto them, they jumped out, leaving me to fall under the water. As I dropped, I saw the snakes rippling across the water. Next thing I know, my brother Calvin pulls me out, asking me if I'm alright. As we go into the house around 5 p.m., my brother Jay gets into the shower and the rest of us watch TV. About 15 minutes later, my brother screams and comes out the bathroom saying that his hair is burning. When we calm him down, we take him to the bathroom to wash his hair. My mother calls and says she will be home in a few minutes and the house better be clean. So we rush to clean the house, then decide to hide and scare her when she comes through the door. As I go to my room, for some stupid reason, I decide to hide in a box. I saw it in my room, green, and it came to my waist. I took the lid off and got in. I slipped the lid back on and waited. I waited for about what seems to be an hour. Nothing happened. Then I heard a scream and a whole bunch of laughs. I knew it was over, so I tried to get out, but the lid would not pop open. I got scared a little bit, and then my brother Osmond was there sitting outside the box laughing. His black shadow impression inside the box was very... You gotta hear it one time. I went to my room. For some stupid reason, I decided to hide in a box. I saw it in my room green and came to my waist. I took the lid off and got in. I slipped the lid back on and waited. I waited for about what seems to be an hour. Nothing happened. Then I heard a scream and a whole bunch of laughs. I knew it was over, so I tried to get out, but the lid would not pop open. I got scared a little bit, and then my brother Osmond was there sitting outside the tote laughing. He asked me, did I do it, and I said no. He asked me 3 more times, and I said no 3 times. Finally wanted to get out, I said yes. Osmond then grabbed the box, dragging it out. I was so happy, thinking he was going to get me out. Then a minute went by, and I noticed I was turning into a hall. Then I remembered there's stairs at the end of the hall. I started to scream, but he started to move faster. Then I began to lean and I started saying sorry over and over again. Then I just fell. It was 22 steps. I must have counted them about 1,000,000 times. I fell for a lifetime, and a bang. The lid popped off and I was so happy. Then he said, that's what you get, not even checking on me to see if I was alright. When my mother came, Osmond then told on me, telling everyone that I'm nothing but icy hot in their underwear. I just smiled. Then my mom, laughing, asked me, did I do that? And I said I did, but I didn't do the other thing. Mom then told me to pick up the box and go to bed. As I picked up the box, I saw as everybody was watching me. So instead of saying something, I walked away from a field full of trees. After all of that, I realized that I can't do anything to someone without expecting something to happen to me, and to pick who or what you go up against. That while growing up, choose battles that you have a chance of winning. I am just mad I had to be in the falling box to learn that lesson.